Hey team, per the request of a lot of you in the group, I wanted to do a video on tips to keeping challenge participants engaged in the group. Probably the biggest frustration that we have as a coach, on top of getting people to buy the products, is actually getting people committed to our challenge groups. A lot of you have mentioned that when you start a challenge group, people are so excited in the beginning, and then once the challenge group starts, it happens to the best of us. I've been a coach for over 2.5 years, and this is still my biggest struggle as well. So I've learned that in order to be successful in a challenge group, a lot of it depends on what you do before the group starts. Not actually once the group starts, but before the group starts. So here are my 7 tips to challenge group success. Are you ready? So the first one is, give yourself at least 2 to 3 weeks of marketing time. So you want to make sure you're giving people enough opportunity to, one, think about it, get committed, buy the product, get excited. If you run a challenge group and you're like, hey guys, my challenge group's starting on Monday and today's Wednesday, well, first of all, I'm not ready. And it's kind of one of those things that you're asking me to jump out of an airplane 10 minutes before I even saw an airplane. So you have to make sure that you're giving people enough time to, well, for you to advertise and then to buy the products and get excited and all that stuff. So that's my first step. The second step is getting people committed to the right workout program. So if you have someone reach out and say, yes, I want to join your challenge group, I'm going to buy Insanity, and you're like, oh, great, here's my link. No. If there's someone that you know should not be starting off with Insanity, they have not worked out for the last 10 years and their eating habits are terrible, and you just know that Insanity is not the right program, are they going to stay committed to it? No, they're going to do the fit test and probably not even start day one. So you need to make sure that you are doing your job as a coach and getting people on the right program, which leads me to step number 3. You should be having a phone conversation, not an email, not a text, and this is where I lack the biggest. So one of my goals for this year is switching my ways. You need to have a phone conversation with that participant before the challenge group starts. I would say within that first week. So as soon as they buy their workout program, you get on a call with them, you start talking about their goals. Why do they want to lose 20 pounds? What is their time frame for doing it? Why, do they have a big event coming up? But just get them so already engaged without even the group starting. Because if you're my coach and you're calling me and you're spending a good half an hour on the call and you're going through my why and all my goals and making me think outside of the box and looking down the road at the bigger picture, not just a 90-day workout program, but in 90 days, how I'm going to look, how I'm going to feel, how my clothes are going to fit, that is going to keep me not just excited about starting the program, but finishing the program as well. The fourth tip is make sure that you're running your challenge group, that you're starting the challenge group a week before the start date. So if my challenge group is going to start on next Monday, then all this week I'm posting every single day. Are you cleaning out the cupboards? Are you doing your before pictures? Have you told everyone in your family that you're committing to this? Blah, blah, blah. Check. I want to make sure that when Monday comes, everybody is starting off on the same page. I don't want Monday to roll around and them open their program for the first time and go, what have I just got myself committed to? So by the time your challenge group starts on Monday, you should have everybody not only committed, but they've read through their fitness guide, they've read through the nutrition guide, they've gone grocery shopping, they've taken their before pictures, their measurements, they've introduced themselves in the group. The more you have them engaged before the challenge group starts, the more engaged they will stay in the group. The next tip, every single day you need to be posting. My advice is either set up Hootsuite so that those posts go first thing in the morning, because we are Pacific time, which means we are 3 hours behind the East Coast. And if I'm running a challenge group and half of my participants are Eastern time and I'm not doing my first post until 10 in the morning, it's already half the day is wasted on the East Coast. They've already had McDonald's for lunch. They didn't hear from their coach that morning, so they're already off track. So my advice is, not only should you post every single day in your group, make it as early as possible. Make it as informative as possible. Don't throw out a post that doesn't require a response. So don't just go, hey, great job yesterday, you guys. Because I'm going to look at it and go, I had a great job. Ask questions. Ask engaging questions. How do you feel? On a scale of 1 to 10, how was yesterday's workout? What weight did you use on that last set in P90X3? Whatever post that you can do to get people engaged, because you want to ask questions, because if you don't see people answering, you need to be reaching out to those people. So the second part of that step number 6, not only should you be posting every day, but you have to make sure that you're spending some time. So if you do a post and you ask a question, don't leave. Don't disappear until tomorrow, because if you have 5 people responding to that question and asking questions themselves and going, gosh, yeah, I really do feel sore. Can you make any recommendations on how to get rid of the soreness? And then they don't hear from you in 3 days. They're going to think, wow, maybe I shouldn't ask any more questions because this person's not really helpful for me. So I want to make sure that I'm going back into my challenge groups a couple times a day, just seeing if anyone has any questions, needs any advice, needs an extra push. And also, if I haven't seen someone post in a couple of days, I'm reaching out to them via private message. Hey, Sally, we started the group on Monday. I haven't seen you post. How are things going? Oh, the kids have been sick. Okay, that makes sense. It's not always because people drop the ball. Things do come up, but it's our job as a coach to help them work through it, right? The last step, and this is optional, but it definitely does help, is to offer incentives. And I know starting off as a brand new coach, we don't oftentimes have a lot of money laying around to, offer raffle prizes. But I'm not kidding you guys. You can go to Jamba Juice and buy a pedometer that actually tracks your steps and your calories and everything for $5. So, excuse me, offer an incentive. You guys, I'm going to do a raffle, or anyone that finishes up, the first 30 days, I'm going to offer a little prize, or whatever it is. It can be something small from the dollar store. I'm not kidding. People love free stuff, and they love recognition. They love the pat on the backs. They love the good jobs. So hopefully these 7 tips have helped you. The last thing I want to leave you with is, don't get discouraged. I have killed off so many challenge groups for lack of participation. I have started groups where I've had nobody at all join. So I just kind of push that one under the rug, start a new challenge group. People don't know. They don't know that you tried or attempted 5 challenges and none of them fell through. But that one time, excuse me, that you get a good group going, the whole purpose around these groups is to help people. So another recommendation, I guess, is tip 8. Smaller is better. The free challenges are great when you're doing like clean eating challenges, because we want the more the merrier. But when you are doing a small challenge that only has, say, 5 to 10 people, you can engage more. You can give that one-on-one attention. You can do that, pre-challenge phone call, and you have that half an hour to go through their goals and everything. It's hard to do when you're trying to get 20, 25 people in a group, because then all you're really doing is pushing products and hoping that people are doing it, crossing your fingers. Please post in my challenge group. Please lose some weight. That's not our job as a coach. So anyways, sorry to make this video so long, but hopefully those tips helped you guys.